Well, hello everyone. My name is Pedro Mercado. I'm Puerto Rican. I live in Orlando, Florida. I am not a Republican, but I'm an independent. I'm a Christian. I do believe in, you know, pro-life, treat others as you would have them treat you and everything. Um, I did vote for Trump in 2016, and the reason why is I just didn't like the stuff Hillary was doing. Trump, I voted for him. Thought it would change things, make things a little different, not having a regular politician in there. But I ended up being wrong after Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico and the comments he made. I defended him, I stuck up for him, but when he said 3,000 of my people died on the island and it was Democrats' fault, I couldn't take it no more. Especially the fact that me and my father went to the island to go get my grandparents and pull my grandparents out because they were stuck in a house for 2 months with no power. And my grandparents are in their 90s. After that, it just got worse with him, with the comments he was making, trying to tell women to go back from where they came from. I took very offense to that. I grew up having people tell me that to my face. And it is to me, it is a racial slur. And with all due respect, no white person can tell me that it's not a racial slur because it is. If you put yourself in my shoes and those brown people's shoes, you'll realize that it is. So what made it even more interesting is just the crazy stuff he's been doing, trying to conjure up stuff on Joe Biden. The Mueller report found him guilty of obstruction of justice. I know the collusion with Russia, it was kind of shady. Bill Barr covered it up, made it look like nothing. But to me, the stuff he did, the other things that he was doing, COVID-19, he did a terrible job. Tries to blame it on impeachment, but he was golfing and holding rallies. So it's his own fault. He knows it's his fault. So I'm not going to be definitely voting for him this year. I will be voting for Joe Biden. He's more stable. He's more truthful. And a lot of people make jokes about him being in the basement. Well, hey, at least he didn't hide in a bunker because of protesters that were unarmed. He might have gaffes, but I'll take a man with gaffes. Then I'll take a man who slurs and lies. So that's my thing on it. I had to literally change my accounts on Facebook and Twitter. I had to put aliases because whenever I get into arguments or debates with people, hardcore Trump supporters, and they end up losing their debate towards me, the racist comes out of them. Am I a citizen? Go back behind the wall, swim back to Puerto Rico. We're better than that, way better than that. And I really do hope people will see him for what he really is and decides to have a change of heart and realize that this is not the type of country we are. And disrespecting the military made it even worse because I have 5 people in the military. My grandfather served in the Korean War, survived. He's 94 years old. So please look deep in your heart and vote for the right person. Let's not go through this another 4 years. Thank you.